Hi. Told you I was going to pick up from where I left off, and I'm going to read this letter to you all. I just recently got this sent to me from M.C.A.D, and this is weird. Okay. Now, this is from the investigator, Miss Sipple. This wasn't sent to me by her, but it was sent to me by three people in the office of M.C.A.D. It says, involving Miss Charles was that Miss Charles, following up with complaint and informed her that one of the employees employed was terminated due to this violation. I'm going to pause it right there. Was terminated due to this violation? Which violation are they talking about? Because it doesn't say racial discrimination, it doesn't say any of that. What violation, M.C.A.D, are you referring to? And which employee are you referring to was terminated? Because when I rented this apartment here, it was under Peabody Properties Management. Now, I have no idea that there was other people attached to this apartment, other building other than Peabody Properties. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. Let me put my phone back up here, and let's continue on with this letter. Excuse me, y'all. Patient with this old woman. Okay, here we go. Come on, phone. That's right. All right, come on, letter. Okay. Then, in May 2021, complaint alleged that Miss Charles told her responded is racism, that used fear tactics to get people to move out, and that the complaint was targeted. Pause. I think I proved that in that audio, right? Said that they used the fear tactic, and that they also uh, used the word targeted. So if they're saying that that was not true, then they didn't even use the audio that I sent them. Okay. Now, complaint also alleges that Miss Charles told her that the respondent was harder on the black residents than they were on the Hispanic residents. Isn't that another point I just proved in that audio? Okay, this is too much. This is too much. And okay, let me get back to where I was. Okay, I'm a Hispanic resident, and that the owner was trying to turn this entire subject property into another Copley Square. Okay, I talked about the rezoning, and then she did mention something about the rezoning. Complaint does not allege that Miss Childs was racist. Really? That was one of the reasons why I put down that Miss Charles was an American Haitian. Now, why would I say that she's a racist? Come on, M.C.A.D, you got to do better than this. You got to do better than this. Let me go back to this letter. Okay. All right. Use fear tactics to engage in any improper conduct. That's been proven. It appears that complaint alleges that Ms. Charles was being an ally towards complaint. Duh! That's been proven. Okay. For these reasons, none of the assertions contained in the charge state plausible claims against either. Okay, can't give my address. Affordable or Miss Charles. Okay, now the conclusion. Ms. McLeod obviously takes issues with the previous management of the subject property. However, all the allegations contained in the charge predate TCB's management of the subject's property. And although Ms. Charles worked for Peabody Properties during the relevant time period, complaint has not asserted any wrongdoings on Ms. Charles such that she should be held liable for discrimination or retaliation against complaint. Under these circumstances, the subject property properly respondents excuse me, uh respectfully request the commission's issue a lack of probable cause and dismiss this charge in its entirely against them. Can you believe that? And it's signed by Jessica. I don't know how to pronounce her. Oh, Jessica, I don't know how to say her middle name. Jewel, counselor. JSJ. Now, this is the woman that the owners kept. The day that the Peabody Properties, from what I heard, told by the owners of this building, the ones that said, give us a chance to treat you like a human being, came and said that the day that they were being dismissed and evicted from the property, that they told Miss Charmaine Charles that she was fired. And they said, no, she's not fired. You got to go. Okay, now, if they kept her and she's doing the tell-all, as a matter of fact, she's the one who said that I've changed my name from Miss Charles to the Canary because I'm singing like a bird. And they were ready to provide them with the filing papers of Peabody Properties and the reason for racial discrimination. Miss Charles, while Peabody Property was here, provided me with the ledgers showing how my rent was paid. And she said, Beverly, she said, you're not the only one that they did this to. Matter of fact, she put me where Peabody Properties owed me money. So I'm supposed to what? Go after her for discrimination? She's black like me. This is so asinine, M.C.A.D. With the evidence that I had against Peabody Properties while being a resident in here under Peabody Properties, twice I filed for discrimination and harassment. You did nothing. And now you want me to go after Charmaine Charles, and that's why you closed this case? I never considered myself to get into the diversity of color. You know what? I'm a descendant of slavery, one thing. Okay. My mother is a survivor of Jim Crow. That's another thing. Okay. I have watched these past years how America has come to the aid of the Latino population from the Mexicans on. Boy, you ready to see an angry black woman? I'm about to show her face right now. Most of my son's friends are Latinos. I ain't got no problem. And it wasn't until I moved back to Boston, my sister, she said, Beverly, she said, ask a Latino what that nationality are. She said, they gonna tell you they white. I said, what? She said, yeah. And I didn't believe it. Because most of the ones I asked, and I said this in another video, they always told me they're black. And a lot of people don't know this, but the diversity everywhere. Okay. And the fact that America has to come out now and name them brown people is what I said. They're going to owe our kids some psychiatric cases because there isn't a color amongst Black Americans that aren't Latinos. I mean, they're slaves that used to pass as white that got some grandmothers that are hidden that were Black descendants of slavery. But Latinos wasn't in the march for civil rights in this country. But our co-brothers and sisters that marched along with Martin Luther King and all of them were white. And that helped us during the Underground Railroad were white. We have history in this country where you don't. We fought along the wars in this country where you haven't. So that you could be in the position that you are in today is because of the Black and white race. You understand this? Do you understand where I'm coming from? And to cause this kind of disrespect that you think that I'm not entitled? If it hadn't been for us marching, my people marching for the right to vote, where would you be? We have gotten out there, got brutalized by the police, the fire department, everywhere. Where were you? You were hiding because you would be deported if they found out you were here illegally. And then this is how you repay us by slapping me in the face like this? America's gone overboard trying to open its borders and open its doors to you. Our kids grow up together. This kind of diversity, I mean, what are you trying to say with your own kind? Them that are darker than really bright, are you trying to say that? I don't want to say that word, but if you're saying that you're white, then what are they? I don't understand. Help me understand. How are you putting on I'm gonna say it because I ain't got no shame to say it. If the white man says you're brown, then you're not white. He's not gonna let you be white. Get that through your head. He's not going to let you be white because a lot of you all are too dark and a lot of y'all are mixed with slaves. And if you look at the history of Spain, it was the Africans who taught y'all the language, and it was the African masons that taught y'all how to build, taught y'all how to read and write. And that's why a lot of y'all African kings were black Africans. We go back a long way, Spain. Breaks my heart to know that you got a knee on my neck too. Breaks my heart to tell me that I should go at black. Have to march again, the community of black and white, because I don't know where this is coming from, but we need to band together and stop this kind of hatred. This don't make sense. We're going all out trying to make. Oh my God, Lord, I hope this ain't going around the country. I hope this is just a Massachusetts thing because uh, it's not out here in the neighborhood. This is not happening in the neighborhood. This is not happening in the neighborhood. This is Peabody Properties garbage. Except for a few maybe personal things, but they don't let us know it. But this is a country that wants help. And they now decided to come over here and discriminate. The laws and things that protect you now because of my people. And you want to take up that and not even allow me to pursue it? You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace. Lord have mercy. Let me go in prayer because this is a disgrace. How can you do this? And want the help and respect and want to be recognized. Lord, I wish I could get your comments. I wish that we can do feedback because this is an offense and the worst defamation. Never in my 60, getting ready to be 66 years in my life would I have ever thought that I was going to have to cross this bridge. Never. Never. We grew up in the same neighborhoods together. Our kids play together. Everything we've done, y'all copied. The dances, the music, everything. Everything. And then you turn around and spit on us. Don't that beat all? God bless America. I tell you. White people will always be our counterparts. We've been in this country since the beginning with them. We've had our battles and we've had our wars. But you all are doing something that they don't even do out in the open to us anymore. And y'all figure y'all can do this? Oh my God. At least they hide it behind the badge now. But this kind of, I can't grasp my thought around it. You know, it's just too fresh. It's too new. Oh, and I wanted to give a heartwarming thanks to Pueblo Dollar for reaching out to me. Y'all keep me in your prayers, and let's get over this racism, this hatred. We got to stop this kind of meanness and cruelty. It's gotta let it go. What difference is it the color of your skin? What are you saying, Latinos, about Cubans and other Brazilians and people that speak Spanish that are way darker than me? What are you saying about them? Because amongst your culture, y'all don't see skin tone. I don't understand. Help me understand this. It's something food for thought. And we need to come together. We need to fix this. And I thank you all for listening, but I still need some help. I still need some help. Thank you all for listening. Bye. God bless.